Hello guys, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel, where I share with you quality content regarding the financial markets. So just to break down some of the main opportunities that I'm looking forward to this week on my main place, the one that I trade. So I'll start with USD, then move on to gold. Then if we still have time, I'll move into the other place. So this is US30. You can see that from a monthly perspective, we have been breaking structures there, meaning we have been strongly bullish. If you break structure like that, you realize that your higher low was here, your high was there. Then currently we have our higher high is there. That's our current latest higher high here. And if you notice that higher high, it's a higher high that isn't been tested. It was only created, but it hasn't been tested. So looking at this from a monthly perspective, you can see that there's a possibility of this market coming here. If it wants to drop, then maybe that will drop after testing that high like this, right? So if it's still gonna break, it will still also be okay because it will still be continuing with this bullish nature. So if you notice from the monthly perspective, it actually pulled back all the way into this demand there. Market pulled all the way into this demand zone, which was actually a high probability entry point for buys. If you notice, after this break of structure here, break of structure there, after this major break of structure here, this one, from this demand here, which was around, when was this? When was this? Let me check this. Just want to see when was that. This was around October 2022 when it tapped into this demand. So you can see from October last year, you could have, your buyers could have been bullish because you know that we are still in a bullish order flow market. We are still in a bullish order flow market, and we've tapped this untapped demand. This one was tapped, so the only demand that was not tapped was this one, and above it, they had collected the wind of it. So what positional traders do from here, right now they are still holding buys, their target is here. So that target is still yet to be reached. So on the monthly time frame, we've already exhausted most of the data there. So now the next most important thing now, once you come to a lower time frame than the monthly, you realize that on the weekly, you can see this internal change of character. You can see to the downside, right? We changed character to the downside because that pullback for it to happen, there was a need for that internal change of character. Yeah, there was need for that in order to facilitate this. So after this change of character, notice where the pullback, which is where you could have entered sales there, you could have entered. Then here break, the same thing. So October here, from here it has been going up, you can see, right? It has been going up. So now the target, as I said, is still at the top there. It's still at the top there. You can see at the top there. I also have another strong high probability order block. Why am I calling it a high probability order block? Because there's inducement, there's liquidity just below it, making it a high probability like that. So there's still a possibility that USD can still push further into there. If it wants to drop, it can start to drop from there. But for now, we can't talk of dropping up until we have touched those extreme levels, right? So now, what I like now also, even here, remember after tapping, after a pullback, after this pullback, in order for it to change this pullback, in order to start going up, it had to shift from bearish order flow into bullish order flow. Meaning, where did it shift here? Where did it shift from bearish order flow into bullish order flow? It shifted here. There. So that one is the upward change of character there. That's the upward change of character there. This one, I can just put it like that. That's the upward change of character from bearish to bullish, right? So after that happened now, the market kept on going. Did it leave any level down? Yes, indeed, there's a demand there that is left behind. So there's also a possibility of the market also coming out. In the future, there's also a possibility of market coming there before continuing to go up. For example, here it can even come test this high or that other block there, drop in this level, right? Then maybe continue even to go and break it there again. So those are just now long-term projections of what might probably, but there it's coming because it will also it will also come and collect this adjustment, which is a form of liquidity that is lying just above the demand zone, which is here, right? This one. This adjustment is liquidity, this one. This is liquidity that they will come and collect. They haven't forgotten about this. They'll come and collect this liquidity. They'll come and collect that liquidity by tapping in that demand that is lying below that liquidity zone or that we call low zone, right? And so after I've done my weekly projections like this, I can see we still have room to the upside. 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 Here we came, we didn't break there. So we still have room to the upside. Let's go now to the daily, from the daily to the 4 hour. From there now, we can now actually make a decision after plotting our zones. We can actually make a decision or see whether it's the right time to enter now or do we need to wait or what. So change of character you can see there. Then you can also say this now was internal structure. That's internal structure here. We broke internal structure there, like this. We broke internal structure. So after we broke internal structure there, you can still see that our external zone there, it's not yet tapped as yet, which is somewhere around those regions there at the top. So break of structure there, meaning now, according to internal structure, this is your higher low. That's your higher high there. That one was your low there. Where is our next level? Like this, right? So I like basically I like what is currently happening on USD. I wish I had time to fully explain now even all the other opportunities. I think I'll do in the next videos, showing you even backtesting how you could have taken advantage of all these opportunities from here, even ever since we started. I can actually show you all the way, some of the opportunities that you could have actually harnessed or taken advantage of on your stage ever since we started. But for now, we are focusing on what we are expecting for this week. So you can see this was mitigated, so it might come to this unmitigated demand there. Remember, after breaking structure like that, that's a major move from wherever it's coming from and breaking structure there. That will be a major move. So that after every major move like that, I always anticipate price to give us a pullback, a form of a pullback into a discount zone before a continuation. That's the price cycle. That's the normal way the market breathes in and out. That's the normal way the market moves basically. It moving in that way, whereby after every major push, they always pull back into a discount zone. We buy in discount zones and you sell in premium zones. You sell in premium zones and you buy in discount zones. That's their mentality. That's the mentality of institutions or the big guys who move price. So that's their mentality, which is also a mentality that you must also have. So here, this trend line opportunities could have caught them up until we went all the way to break structure there. There are also other so many confluences that you could have combined, so many deeper confluences that are beyond these trend lines or these channels. So many other confluences. But for now, I won't talk about them. For now, my focus now is on where the market is. So I said there's a level at the top that we were still yet to reach. Then currently we can also see there's also this minor level here. We also have this minor level, minor short-term level that is here. So this is a minor level now that I'm currently seeing. And you can also see, even as it was going up sub-internally as it was also going up. Let me mark sub-internal structure, which here we changed character here, higher high there, higher low there, and then here, like this, like this, like this. So basically that's sub-internal structure. So all of those, these ones, these high lows, that was an opportunity there. Same thing here, it can be back here, that was an opportunity. So many opportunities are being presented or have been presented by US30 ever since. The same way I'm analyzing here. So here, this is the current focus now, and this is the current focus. It comes back there and give a reversal. So now this is just now a daily bias. A daily bias. You're just trying to have a rough idea of what might happen to price. So you can see here, this 4-hour external structure. This is the 4-hour external structure. Then inside that's this inside structure. Order flow, you can see still bullish. High highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high high there, high low there. That's the 4-hour external structure, which is the one that you must make sure that your analysis there is so sharp, because that's where most of you take your trades from. You don't take trades from the monthly. Most of you take trades from these lower time frame structures. So now 4-hour, you can see we are still bullish. We're still being bullish. We're still being bullish. But what I like now, what we can see from the up, from the top there, what you can see from the top, this was an internal change of character that could have given you these cells, this drop, this cells that you saw. After this change of character, you will have waited for a pullback way into that premium zone there at the top. You would have caught nice cells all the way from there, where was your target? If you took sales from there, where is your first target? Your first major target is the discount zone at the bottom. The discount, especially extreme discount zone. That would be your first major target at the bottom. Like this, you would have entered that. That was a simple cell structure there, simple cell setup there. Your major target was supposed to be down here. This was a very beautiful swing trade that would have even caught, right? So that's not the topic for today, but that's not the focus. I'll in the next other videos, I'll actually show you even how most of these opportunities that you guys are missing, you can actually catch them. So here, you can see we have a change of character to the upside. This one, it simply means this one is our higher low now, meaning most probably the pullback. Remember, after the push to break structure up, push, then we get a pullback, then we push again. So here, if it's gonna push again here, if it's gonna break structure there, it means if it breaks here, our next level is there, that one at the top. That is our ultimate level. Once that one is reached, that's why I say we can have our ultimate. So this one is for this entire week, even the next coming week. This is our entire structure. This is our entire range with that higher high there and this higher low, right? Order flow is still bullish on 4-hour, right? Order flow is still bullish, meaning here change of character here, this internal change of character, the same thing that you saw, change of character, go back, then we go down, change of character there, same thing here. We expect the market to come down here around this level. That's a key level. You can also see that around that key level, when you go to lower time frames, there will also be something like an order block or a demand zone that was not tapped around that zone. So this change of character will always be followed by a pullback before the continuation up. So if it's going to continue up and the break there, your next target is that means on the top. But so far, this is the entire range. So now I'm expecting a pullback. So meaning our opportunities for today and in the next coming days will be the pullback sales. Then the next opportunities will be the swing continuation buys there. So this is the structure for USD. So how do you know that the pullback or is now starting to pull back? You can look at sub internal structure. That's where you go to 1 hour there. Once you go to 1 hour, you can see also now, you can see on 1 hour that our internal higher low, which was this one, which is this one, internal higher low there, it has been broken here, which was not happening all this while. All this while it was going high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs. And yet that's it. That's a change of character now to signify most probably that that pullback that I'm actually anticipating is now bound to happen, where the same thing that I'm expecting a push, pullback, then continuation is the same thing that happened at the top there. They pushed, changed character, they left this is liquidity there in form of inducement, right? So they are bound to come and collect, take it out, then they drop. So where is our major entry for this week? Our major entry for this week is this swing sale there, swing sale zone. This is our major opportunity for this week. Our swing sale on crash, on our swing sale on this US data. I mean, that's our major opportunity coming down. Once it come down all the way there, then we start to look for buying opportunities to the upside. Targeting there is our first target. Then that next major is on the top. So this is our major opportunity for this week. Major opportunity for this week is this one. Then last week I even showed you that this buy here, you would have caught this buy even from here. How could you have caught this buy from there? I can go to the lower time frame, 30 minutes, so that you see even this pullback into where we're expecting to sell. You would have even caught it even by following structure. When you follow internal structure, you realize that internally we change character. Once you change the internal character like that, means we're now doing the opposite. If we're coming down, we're now going up. So meaning you would have caught this buy, waited for the market to come all the way into the zone, all the way into this zone. You know that we have collected inducement liquidity and any other form of liquidity we have collected. So the trade that you're supposed to be in now, or the trade that you're supposed to be to have entered, is this buy. You wait for the market to come into that region. Once it comes into the region, you wait for the rejection there. Once it rejects, then you enter stop loss was supposed to be there below there. That was a small stop loss. Your TP is your TP in that premium zone where we're expecting to sell. So currently, these are the opportunities currently that I'm in. I'm in the buy already. Personally, I'm in the buy. I am still holding. Right now, my stop loss on break even. It's now a risk-free trade. I'm anticipating to break. Check out this investment. We tap into the. So this is the current. These are the current opportunities that we're having from US30 today, and even tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. These are the kind of buy. Then we sell. After we sell all the way down there, then we look for the continuation buys. But so far, this is the setup. That's the opportunity that I'm currently seeing on US30. So moving on to gold. Moving on to gold, I had structures already, but I'll just remove them. You can see I took these buys last week. I also took these buys. This was NFP. I took these buys. I also took these buys. Now I'm also in buys. I also took some buys here based on the current fair value gap entry. But let me just delete everything so that I do the same thing that I did on US30 so that you see that the way we look at the market is the same. The way we look at the market, the way we look at the price is the same. The way we look at the market, and the only thing that you need to master is to master consistency. Now most of you are not so consistent now when it comes to. That's why I always tell people that reduce your pairs if you want to really master this game. First thing that you need to do, reduce your pairs. Reduce your pairs. After you've reduced your pairs, number two, look for the right correct knowledge from the right sources. That's where we now talk of having the right mentors. That's where it comes in now. So here, you'll see that's our high. That's our higher low here. We broke there, which is a break of structure. We broke the establishing break of structure. And so this one is most probably our new higher high there. Was it's higher than there, right? This is just according to the monthly. So if ever, let's say it's gonna, because remember after every major break like that, after every major break, the same thing that I showed you on US30, whereby after every major break, we expect a major pullback, major pullback, then we continue. Where can it pull back until you now need to look for this one is the most extreme zone that it can pull back onto. Another level that it can pull back is this one because there's also adjustment here. Here there's also adjustment. So these two levels are two major levels that most probably gold is going to reach. Then here, that will be the short-term level there that is most probably. So for this entire next coming months, you can also see that once we now have solid confirmations there, it can pull back all the way here. If it wants to continue, it can continue all the way up, right? You can actually see what I'm even expecting for the entire September or even the entire. So your focus is now here. You can see that here we established this level there, that high there. They came all the way. The same thing that I showed you yesterday, whereby they are most probably going to come and retest that high that they established for the second time like this. It's the same thing that you can see on gold. Can you see? So, once you know you have now done your monthly things, your monthly analysis there, or you now have your monthly buyers, you can now go down to the weekly. Going down to the weekly, you're just refining what you saw on the what? You're just going there to refine what you saw on the so here, where is our level? You can see that's a change of character here. That's our internal higher low. So already on gold, I can see that most probably now our bearish bias is so solid here. Because if this is a major change of character like this, what it literally did here was just to pull back into that high, then we continue dropping, right? So that sell, taking a sell from there, was actually one high probability entry that you could have taken major sells from the top there. You could have taken major sells from the top there. That was a high probability entry there at the top. That was a high probability entry zone and opportunity that you could have taken that sell there at the top there. So here, looking at this structure here, you can see this demand was mitigated demand, but the order block there is still also to be. So I can mark this order block. This it can actually because right now, according to this change of character now he has to count the level. Now the next target will be this low. That will be the next target if we're going to continue with this bearish order flow that we can now see. It's gonna be this low, right? Already I'm preparing you for what might happen in the next coming weeks on gold. But before that happens, obviously you need confirmation before you can just enter the trades. You just need extra confirmation, extra confluence. So on the weekly, I now have some more details there. What I go down to the daily. Going down to the daily, right? Once I'm on the daily like this, you can see structure clearly now. You can see structure clearly. Even this buy is going up, which are the reversal buys. You could have caught them nicely from the bottom there. You could have caught this reversal buys all the way to the high there at the top. You could have caught this nicely. That was a swing, huge swing move to the upside that you could have caught. But that's not the topic for today. So let's focus now on the internal structure here. You can see here we established the internal change of character here going upwards. Internal change of character there going upwards, right? Once you now have this internal change of character going upwards like this. So it now continues to fly, going up. So you can see that was a high, that was a low, that's a high, that's a low, that's a high there. So you can see the daily now, the daily internal order flow, it's still overally, it's still what? It's still overally bullish because we haven't broken and shifted. It's especially here, this is the previous high low, it hasn't been broken. But internally now, internally you can see that we established this internal, meaning most probably we're now about to have a pullback to this range because remember the current range now. So the current range according to the daily that you're focusing on is this higher low and this high low and that high. So long as maintaining this higher low and this high, it means it's still gonna continue with bullish order flow. In order for them to continue the bullish order flow, they have to pull back into the same thing that I'm showing you, whereby after every major breakup, they will pull back into a discount. That was a break there, minor break there, break there. They broke structure there. After breaking structure, they established this internal change of character before coming down. Coming down, where are they targeting? They're targeting the discount zone. If they want to continue, they can continue from there. You can continue from there if they want to continue with this bullish order flow, right? But once you see them breaking, if you see them by any chance breaking here, it means now order flow is now bullish, bearish. That's when they can now pull back, then continue coming down. Now I'm preparing even for the next coming weeks and the next coming months on gold. So internal change of character here, you can see that one, and that one you can see it. They left this supply there. They left this supply. Okay, so now this is the current structure. Now once you now have something like this, now the next thing is to go down to the 4 hour so that you get more details on the 4 hour. Right, on the 4 hour, let's look at the internal structure of 4 hour. You can see that where the high there, it came and established in the character here. You can even put it here, right? You can say that like this. That's a low there, that's a high there, that's a low there. So you can see now that this 4 hour internal structure, it's maintaining its bearish order flow, because obviously in order for them to come all the way here, they have to maintain this bearish order flow, that lower low, lower high, lower low. You can even come and trade a lower high before coming into the zone. So if they want to continue with the overall external bullish order flow, they'll now do this, then they continue up like that. So internally, you can see that they are still maintaining their bearish 4 hour order flow there. Their bearish 4 hour. So now you realize that your focus now is now between this range, whereby we broke structure down. We broke structure down there. That's our lower high. That's our lower low there. This one is our new lower low. So once you now have a new lower low like that, the market must pull back and give us a what? Pull back and give us a lower high before we continue going down. So coming down, it means your target will be, the ultimate target will be this lower low there. When you find a right entry at the top there, a right entry at the top there, I can see somehow we have an order block there at the top there. Just below it, you can see there's inducement. So most probably they are targeting to go all the way up there, right? Before the continuation down. But now before they do that, there's this internal change of current upside, right? They haven't forgotten about this. So you also now need to be careful. If ever this internal, so long this internal order flow, this sub-internal order flow is bullish, they can still continue going higher. You can see high, low, high, low, high. It's still maintaining. So it can even continue like this up until it reaches there. Then they drop from there. Then it shifts and they drop from there. It can even continue pushing up. So now let's look at the 1 hour now. Let's see if we can get extra information or extra confidence on those time frames that we can see, right? So 1 hour, this is 1 hour. You can see internal order flow is still pushing up. So long it's still pushing up, it can still even as well push all the way into the zone where I'm finally targeting them to reduce around that untapped supply there. They can still continue doing like that up until they reach them, right? So now you can actually see internally that after you change character here like this, that's our higher low. Where is our next higher high? Something like this. So you can still see that we are pushing up. Even here, when you mark this internal higher low, where's the internal higher low there? Previous internal higher low is this one. They haven't broken there, which is why we took buys last week. After they came and tapped here, I started taking buys there. So they are still yet to tap that zone. So meaning, so long our internal order flow is still bullish like this, your bias is still also bullish. Your bias is also still what? Still bullish. So here, if they come all the way there and break structure, it will make this your higher low like that. So gold, this is what is still happening. It's still maintaining a bullish order flow or bullish perspective. It's still maintaining that. Here you could have caught this buy from here. So it's still maintaining that. It's still maintaining that. Up until it shifts now. It doesn't shift it. Currently it hasn't shifted. It's still bullish, you can see. Still bullish. You would have caught this buy because of this previous level there. Previous demand to the left side there. They broke down, came above, they retested, then they're flying. So last week you caught this buy. You also caught this one. Now you would have caught this one or also this one. So now it's pushing up now. It's still pushing up. Up until the only time that you must change your bias is when they maybe come, then they change character down. But so far, you can see that their internal levels, they are still maintaining internal bullish levels. So you can see internally we're still bullish. we are still bullish internally. The opportunity that you are supposed to be in right now is the buys. From here, you're supposed to be in there. The stop loss below it's now a breaker block here, like this. The first target is here, your next target, you raise it all the way up there. Because that's the extreme premium level that they might plan to sell the price from. So basically this one is buying now. Is buying. I can't give you an entry in the air like that after the train has moved. If ever you watched this video before that happened, you would have caught that buy as well. So gold, it's all a matter now of now to properly see what is price currently wanting to do, right? So in this particular case as well, there's also this demand now where they might come back and goes above it, they can use this as inducement, right? So all you now need is just to be on the lookout of that zone that I marked there, because they can actually pull back into that zone, or once refined, you can see it's this one. So they can actually give a pullback there, then a continuation up. You can actually take buys as well there. So currently gold, we took these buys, we overtook this buys. So now it's just a matter, if ever you missed the opportunity to enter, wait for the next opportunity. That's why I started with US state. US state is presenting so much beautiful opportunities. So much beautiful opportunities that I showed you on US state. Currently you will be in a buy, you will be holding a buy or inside the buy, anticipating that level. Then from there, we're anticipating a sell. That's so clear. The structure is so clear on real estate. Let me go to something different, which is a current pair. Let me look at GBP USD, so that you see if ever there's any opportunity, you can actually also take advantage of it. This is the monthly time frame. You can see order flow. They are still maintaining bearish order flow ever since the top there. Ever since the top there, they've been maintaining lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So according to the monthly, you can see we're still pushing down. But right now, your focus now is this range, previous high there. That's your current range. That previous high, that's your current range. Down here, you can see we broke structure down there. So meaning on the monthly order flow there, they will still be looking at you from that perspective, which is a break of structure there. Break of structure, they can actually decide to break structure, pull back, then we continue going down. So this is your current range to really prove and to really see that is it really going to continue down, or they're about to now start kicking all the way up. So once you've done your monthly analysis like this, going down to the weekly, daily, just going there for extra confidence, you can see that's a clear break of structure to the downside. So what is happening inside there is simply internal structure now. Internal structure where they can even pull back. Remember, so now if ever they're going to pull back to continue, most probably they can pull back into that one, that extreme supply there. That's the high probability. So internally now, for them to facilitate the pullback, they had to change this internal order from bearish to bullish. So this is a change of character here, from that bearish to bullish. So meaning this also, if ever they're going to give a pullback of this one, they are most probably gonna pull back on this one, which is that untapped demand. So they can actually do something like this: drop, 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 drop for the continuation up. Simple like that. So simple like that. So going down to the daily, this is the daily now. Untapped demand there. You can come all the way there. Good. It's in the character can also be followed by something to the downside. So yeah, how do you know that they're about to now maybe come down? when they shift internal order flow, here internal order flow, but they are still maintaining the same levels. But this one is the previous high low like this. If they break the previous high low like that, which is a small internal like this, if they truly broke there, all you now need is just to pull back into an extreme level, then you sell all the way down with it into the discount zone, right? So going down to the 4 hour, change of character, they made the change of character down. Where is your level that you're anticipating them to push on today? Because below it there's inducement that they're about to collect. So wonderful. Once you've done your analysis like this, you know that after this change of character, this is now your range. The range that you're looking at this week is this one and this and this. That's your current range that you're focusing on, right? Once you now have a lower low like this, market must now pull back into your lower high before it continues going, right? So now this is the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. Do we have any opportunity currently? Do we have any opportunity currently? Let's see. That was a trend line that you could have easily sold there because we are anticipating the market to come down before the continuation up. So going down to the other lower time frames where you can't find information that certain information on the daily. That's where you go all the way down there. So what I like also here on GU is that looking internally here, that was the change of character there. Meaning the pairs that you guys selected, this internal change of character, you can see came wide, went above it. You would have caught that entry nicely. So many entries you would have caught on GU. This one you would have caught this. You would have caught that nicely. Even the buy that is happening now. That's a buy that you would have taken advantage of. So the target from here is the high there, the top there. That's the cycle of price now. Like that. So going down to 30 minutes, you just need more extra confluence to see is this really the time to end the time to end of this one. That was the time to enter there. And where was the stop loss gonna be? Below the zone there. Where's the target up there? Simple like this. Simple GU setup that you would have caught in the morning, right? So these are the current and especially US 30. US 30, so US 30 I can even put it on top for this week, followed by maybe GU like this because of the current opportunity, major opportunity that I'm looking at. Push up, then we push down. That's for US 30. So US 30 is presenting beautiful setups this week. Let's make sure that we learn as much as possible and we also follow through as much as possible. So guys, I'm done for this video. Make sure you've liked it, make sure you've subscribed to the channel, and make sure you've marked these zones because that's where I'm expecting major moves. Make sure you've marked these zones on your chart as well because that's where I'm expecting major move and major entries. So guys, it was a nice time having you. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe, and see you in the next video.